as soon as we thought that we was about to get one of the best boxing cards of all time, and don't get me wrong, this is still one of the best boxing cards of all time, but as soon as everything was going right, we get hit with a bombshell of news that the Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield Jr. fight has now officially been canceled. Now, for those of you who don't know the backstory behind this whole entire thing, it all started with the grand arrivals. Everybody was there. Beaver was there, Shakur Stevenson was there, Adamas was there, everybody was there except for Kid Austin. And then around that time, Floyd Schofield Sr. sent out a tweet that was saying that Shakur Stevenson's team done poisoned Floyd Schofield Jr. and that Snack is behind this. A bunch of crazy stuff, which I'm going to get into here in a second. But after a few hours after the grand arrivals, we got hit with the news that the fight has officially been canceled. Now, we do have some sort of an insight behind what happened with Floyd Schofield Jr. with Eddie Hearn.
I don't represent Floyd Schofield. What I believe is one of the issues, and I'll be completely honest, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. The British Boxing Board of Control operate the events out here. They have a very strict rule of a check weight on the Wednesday of fight week, right? Now, I'm not saying that rule is a bad rule, but nowhere else in the world, to my knowledge, of any major commission has that rule. All of a sudden, you've got a situation where a fighter like Floyd Schofield has to make a check weight tomorrow. He might want to train tonight. He really doesn't want to be coming to the grand arrivals going, hello, everybody. He's getting ready for the check weight tomorrow.
So it seemed like Floyd Schofield Jr. was probably struggling to make weight because, as Eddie Hearn just said, the BBBFC, I know that sounds crazy, they have a rule which is called a check weight. The check weight is tomorrow. So it just seemed like Floyd Schofield Jr. was probably struggling to make the weight. And what I believe ended up happening was he was struggling to make weight. He probably wasn't going to make the weight. And so he overexerted his body so that he could have potentially made weight. But he put so much stress under his body, he probably fell ill. And the commissioners probably seen that, and they ruled him unable to compete Saturday night. Now, that's fine for a backstory, even though we would still look at Floyd Jr. a certain way. This is where it turns left for Floyd Schofield Jr. And this is why so many people say, Floyd Schofield Jr., please get away from your pops. Because I'm going to keep it 100. He was talking greasy the whole entire build-up to this fight, talking about how Shakur Stevenson, he's with Snack, trying to insinuate that he might be cheating, he might be on steroids. I mean, talking super greasy about Shakur Stevenson, trying to diminish his brand, even going as far as asking, what is it about Shakur Stevenson that make him this elite fighter, and just talking greasy. And to do all of that, to just pull out of a fight, it looks crazy. But guess what? It doesn't look crazy for Floyd Schofield Sr. It looks crazy for Floyd Schofield Jr. I feel bad for Shakur Stevenson, right? He having to go through all of this, get his body right, fight through a hand injury because, mind you, he just had surgery, right? And for him to have to go through all of that and to get to the point where they are telling him 4 days ahead of their fight that the fight is off, I feel bad for him. But I especially feel bad for Floyd Schofield Jr. because at the end of the day, he is the one who was receiving the backlash. He's the one, even though it may not have been him talking greasy on Twitter and stuff like that, his dad was doing it, he's still going to receive that backlash. But if you want my honest opinion, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I believe the reason why Floyd Schofield Sr. was doing all of that stuff that he was doing, saying all the things about Shakur Stevenson, how he's on Snack, he was prepping for a excuse as to why his son lost against Shakur Stevenson. Everybody knew, we all knew that Kid Austin didn't have a shot in the world at beating Shakur Stevenson. But mind you, you asked the question, right? You asked the question, what is it about Shakur Stevenson that make him this elite fighter, that make him this world class? Ain't you the same man that was talking about how Shakur hit your son with a body shot that almost made him doodle on himself. Ain't that you? That's you, ain't it?
Part in the gym. So Shakur would let people believe they getting the best of him.
Yeah.
Just so they could get close enough.
Because you're
and he would hit you in the butt so hard. So he got hit so hard he almost doodled on himself. I know you don't want people to know. So he had to fight the rest of the round with his butt cheeks clenched.
That's you. See, we made our judgment from what we seen. But you actually seen your son fight Shakur Stevenson. You seen him spar before. So you know firsthand how that interaction between Shakur Stevenson and your son, you know how that went. So for you to be talking greasy and for you to come out and say your son almost doodled on himself with a body shot that Shakur gave your son, and for you to be talking greasy the way you've been talking, all that says to me is I'm cooking up a excuse for when my son loses Saturday night. That is what that says to me. I'm not buying anything that he was saying. And then he erased the tweets talking about, oh, they poisoned my son. See, you're making your son look bad. That's my problem. You're making him look bad. See, it would have just been the story that, hey, he couldn't make the weight, right? That would have been the story. But to say Shakur's team poisoned his son. This man said that Shakur's massage lady put cream on your son and now he's sick. This just looks bad for him, man. It looks bad. It looks bad for everybody, but it especially looks bad for Floyd Schofield Jr. You don't talk all that smack and now the fight's canceled. That's bad. But hey, listen, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy any of this content, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and comment down below y'all thoughts and opinions about the Floyd Schofield Jr. and Shakur Stevenson fight now being canceled. And also comment down below y'all thoughts and opinions about the foolery that Floyd Schofield Sr. was talking about and how bad he's making his son look. Because he's making his son look bad. Like, at the end of the day, your son, he's receiving all that backlash. Because of you, by the way. Because of you. And if you are new, make sure you hit that red button that says subscribe and click that bell. And make sure that that bell is turned on to all so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And like always, it's your boy Remy and I love you guys. And I will see you on the next one.